Welcome back for your reading. Now I have pulled the cards, and that's because it is quite a big read, and that way I can just get straight into it. Now the card that's come up for you, it's a healing stone. Some aspect of communication for you at the moment might be difficult due to an external situation happening. Now this could be in a romantic nature, it could be directly connected to colleagues, etc. But it's interesting how the crystal directly relates to your chakras. So I'll get to your chakras in a minute, and I have put down basically your root, your throat and your third eye chakra. Try and do some meditation in that area, and it's going to help you. Now the clarification cards for the singles and the couples I will still be pulling directly on camera, and that is so that I can get the clarification now. But if I was to pull this whole deck, it would have taken half an hour, and I just don't want to waste your time. So anyway, we're going to be looking into your money, your general, family, and your chakra balance, and then we're going to do a singles and couples and a singles reading. Now, in the area of your money, there is changes happening on the employment side. So that can be that you're changing something physically in the way in which you're relating to your work environment. It might be that somebody is leaving your work environment, or that you're going solo. But it feels some aspect of change is happening. Now, it does feel for the better, but it is making you slightly nervous because you're not quite knowing how to go about it. So it could be that suddenly someone pulls the pin and says, look, I'm branching elsewhere. But some shape or sense, some aspect of your work life is going to completely change. Now, it might be as well that you're adding another element and you're trying to pay it forward, and you might be helping somebody out. It might be this person that leaves, you might be helping them to actually branch out into their own business and mentoring them. That a change within a person who you've particularly employed or something of that nature can be coming through. But I do feel from a financial point of view, you might be paying it forward to get it back to equal the balance of the karma. It may concern you or shake you at this person's success, but it might be that this energy is directly coming to you, that there is some jealousy. So try and white light yourself. And again, your communication is the key in this situation. So speak your truth, but listen really well. But have the courage to say what you need to say and be heard. But you've got to read between the lines with this. You've got to be real careful about, what energy you're giving out. Don't let people steal your ideas. So yes, pay it forward, but also white light yourself connected to your cash flow. I do feel you've got external situations going on from kind of your work life. Although you're trying to keep it balanced, it's like this, again, it still feels like the scales. You're going back and forward, and you're kind of looking at the situation, Gemini, where you're putting energy into, your mind, and you're thinking about things, but you're also dealing with your work aspect as well. In your general life, part of this is part of your spiritual path. So it might be that you are a light worker, or that you are going through a transformation as such, and the people who are in your life are changing, but you're changing as well. There feels like a lot of emotional changes going on, and it is directly impacting, the way you're eating, the way you're dealing with the stress levels, but it is a new chapter coming through in your general life. So lots of upheaval, lots of change, but you're moving forward, but you feel in the dark. You're not quite sure, and your shadow side might be coming through and causing a little bit of fear. But this, again, is connected to the planet. So try not to get up in your head too much. Just keep your communication open, and that's really going to assist you. Now, definitely food may be really influencing you at the moment. You might be going through a detox period. It might be you're trying to balance your energies. Your fuel levels might be an issue as well, but it might be that you're getting indigestion, heartburn. The frequency, be super careful your frequency of when you're eating, because it's going to cause digestion related issues, I'm saying. It can be that the way family are eating, it could be an external situation, it doesn't have to be directly connected to you. There might be a family member that is having to change their diet or going gluten-free or something to that level. And you might be actually very different to them. And it may be that you're actually passing that energy down, and that can be, you know, where you're helping a family member get back on track at a healthy level. It does feel an older person though, I don't know why. This won't be for everyone, but it's a mind over matter subject when it comes to family. So, you know, the way you deal with them, whether it be you go out to eat with them, or, you know, how directly you're interacting with them. It might be that you'll be so busy working and dealing with other situations that you're physically not having time, so you're rushing through your food. Try and make the time. Even if it means that that's the one location that you can be yourself, try and get centered before you directly deal with family. You know the way things are within the family, so instead of preempting what's going to happen every time you mix around them, try and get to a point where you can just be. Not be psychoanalyzing it where you're going backwards or forwards. Just try and be very much in that energy field. Because if you're looking for a problem, they'll surface. Be super cautious about the way you communicate, okay? This will affect every area. Now, the way in which you act is going to be crucial. So to balance your root chakra with your family, this is family related, 396 hertz. So you can Google it, look for root chakra meditation. Before you go to bed or whenever you've got 5, try and meditate. Try and clear yourself. When I get up in the morning, generally it's the first thing I do. Then I go for a walk. Now, it may be the communication being an issue. You need to communicate. This again is your throat chakra. So again, you can Google it. 741 hertz is the frequency. If you can try and clear your throat chakra, you'll find that you'll communicate more freely, and try and use crystals to balance that. You can use food. Also, faith in a situation, trusting your intuition, third eye chakra, 9.63 hertz. Just Google them. I'll try and put that down in the thumbnail so that even if you're just wanting to, it can be overactive, it can be underactive, and it can physically be blocked. So you tune into what's going on with you, but it feels it's directly connected to family and the rush life you've got going on in your mind. Now, in a couples situation, what's going on for couples? I just feel a lot of agitation around you guys this month. But it's, you just have a lot on your plate. There's a great deal going on. You know, you're having to work in this relationship as a team. It might be you've got a lot going on. It does make you feel vulnerable, and it might be due to the emotions of what's going on around you, both in your work life, your family life, and you just having to go, go, go. You know, it's not making you happy. Everything is just up in the air. But life is boding well. And it is helping you, you know, gain understanding inside yourself and inside the relationship, but not defining yourself completely by the relationship, of your own accord. And again, it's not connected to your relationship. It's about you right now, even though this is a relationship reading. You're trying to look at this with fresh eyes. You're wanting a fresh start. So let's see what this fresh start is. It might be for some of you that you're not happy, but it can be that you're turning over a new leaf. Very much where the planets are at the moment. It can go either way, but trust that your clarity will come through, and keep your communication open. Speak your truth. You're not seeing consistency. And it is a spiritual journey or a physical journey. Because of you feeling a loss. Now, some of you might have experienced an actual physical loss. I'll tune into that shortly. Okay, your partner might be that they're trying to push ahead with things. You might find that this month they might be a little bit here and there and all over the place. They're trying to understand your point of view, but they're feeling very unhappy themselves. Now, both of you are recovering after an emotional upheaval or physical loss. This could be external to you. Could be a loss within the love due to external situations. And some luck going pear-shaped. It can, again, be someone that passed. You're wanting to bring this back to its pure form. Now, this pain and loss might not be connected to love, but it could be. The love between you. It can go both ways. And you don't want to keep focusing on this bad luck. You don't even want to think about it anymore. It's exhausted both of you. You're trying to move away from it. Now, it doesn't feel as though there is anything to do with another person. I feel it's just in general both of you have changed. Might even be the situation of how much work you guys have been doing. But your partner's wanting to push forward and there's going to be communication. Although they're sorry certain things have happened. It might be things from the past that are surfacing. And again, where the instability is and where they're unhappy, they might be communicating it to you. And again, more communication. Full additional. Okay, what is this communication? I might use another deck of cards for this. Okay, it can be an external situation of someone passing over, but it can be that you need to forgive a situation that happened in the past that has actually blocked progress. Okay, both of you are wanting to move forward, and it's really a choice that you guys will come to a conclusion of. And your partner feels that it's going to be a successful conclusion. Okay, you will be happy for a fresh start, and both of you want to look at this in a new way, and both of you are going to heal. And if you're wanting a booking, you can come to the website and I can tune directly into your energy. I'll leave it on that note. Let's see what's happening with singles. Okay, some of the control you feel is out of your hands. You're questioning whether you deserve love, but you're trying to follow your third eye. And again, remember third eye chakra. You're removing yourself from battlegrounds connected to this situation. Now, this person you're thinking about is moving away from challenging times. And they're dealing with something connected to their solar chakra. They're definitely using their intuition. They're trying to be responsible and they're setting healthy personal boundaries. They're doing a bit of self-love and they're trying to move away from fear. Okay, you're trying to move away from certain things. It can be you're changing your diet. It can be that you're changing the atmosphere and reducing the energy you give to certain individuals. And you do realise that you're moving through a gateway, that things are changing. And you're building again on your self-esteem. You're coming back. Now, what's going on with this person? Oh, they're holding the cards close to their chest. Okay, they are changing. Now, they're going to step into their power, be it feminine or masculine. They're having personal growth and liberation. And they're gaining compassion connected to what has transpired or what is to come. The energy between you, they might come through in a sense of communication quite playfully, but you're questioning whether they're authentic. Okay, let's see. It may just be that because they're coming through playfully, you're taking it like it's a joke. You after what has transpired or how you directly feel, you want it to be, you didn't expect it to be that way. So try not to put a picture on it how you think it should be. You feel you have had plenty of time to assess this. And maybe you might want more self-love, and it might be you're turning them down. Okay, be careful of your strategy. Because this is an aspect of a cycle. So keep the calm and neutral. Make your assessment, but be careful of responding before you actually have your truth. Okay, if you guys are wanting a booking, I'll put the link directly below. There is a club directly connected to the website now for bookings. So I have added that there. And if you're wanting an emergency booking, just go through to the website and email and we can tee it up. Bye.